everybody, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully you all are having a good day today. I had a decent day, all in all. As we had a good workout earlier, and so forth, making room, organizing things, and so forth, as we continue Dragon Age Origins today. Yes. We continue these grand, I say Origins, Inquisition, I can't think. We got a couple of side quests and the dude, then we're going to hit the Hissing Waste. That's going to be our next big adventure area that we will spend our time focused on. This felt like it was a little bit off there. Of course, I thought it was a lot of fun going through the archive event in Overwatch. But big news this week. Wednesday, we're starting the Tom Clancy's The Division, the first game, which is about right. It was like about a year ago we started The Division 2 with Iceman helping along the way. So, and since we've been starting at 6, that means by the time Iceman and stuff gets settled, we basically would be able to almost knock out the tutorial and all the early stuff that's single before we can get like assistance and guidance on how to get through all the things here. Do all the things day in, day out. Got my water here. Cowabunga dudes, let's get it on. Ninja Turtles versus Fathers of the Renaissance. I've been watching some epic rap battles of history lately. It's like some of them are a little bit cringeworthy. Actually, a lot of them are, but some of them are really quite clever. Callan, thank you for the lurk. Callan normally streams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. On Saturday, she was playing Final Fantasy XIV. So, Cal, hopefully you had yourself a good Monday. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Alright, so these...
Inquisitor.
Get that done. Alright, anything else in the ward table that needs to be done at this exact moment? Nope.
Let's see what we have.
To work?
Go and pick up the things.
At your service.
Alright, so everything on the war table is cleared, which is good. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. We need to... We need to talk to Cullen. Are we just here to admire the dwarf? Well, funny, Thumbs ain't here. So I've gotten to the point where I recognize where everything is.
No red lyrium, no allies, and soon Samson will have no armor, I hope.
You hope?
Dagna started work on her red lyrium samples, but she needs more details on the armor. We found orders in the mine. They mentioned Maddox, a name I did not expect to hear.
Samson's letter said something about taking over as the vessel.
Perhaps it's a rank among the Red Templars. It could be a title from ancient Tevinter.
Could be. What the hell?
Or it's some other role Corypheus has planned for Samson, and Maddox is part of it.
Another voice from your past?
In a way, this is complicated.
It's always complicated when it comes to this dude.
In Kirkwall's circle, Samson smuggled letters between him and his sweetheart. Eventually, Samson was caught. That's why he was cast out of the order. Maddox was made tranquil and became a skilled craftsman of magical items. Samson must have rescued him.
Well.
I can't believe they made a man tranquil over a few love letters.
The official charge was corrupting the moral integrity of a Templar. Knight Commander Meredith wielded the brand for far lesser offenses, believe me.
Why would Maddox need saving?
When the mages rebelled in Kirkwall, the worst battles took place at the gallows in the circle itself.
Ah.
I thought Maddox had died in the fighting, or was eking out a living on the streets. A hard fate for Tranquil in Kirkwall. Samson must have found him, taken him in.
Perhaps there's something left of the man Samson used to be.
Maybe.
Or he's shrewd enough to know an extraordinary resource.
More than likely.
Seems Maddox built Samson's armor for him, and maintains it still. Tranquil and Kirkwall needed rare and expensive supplies for their enchantments. Supplies we can trace. I can have our men kick down some doors, Inquisitor. Samson's armor might lead us right to his stronghold.
Right, and we just... Sometimes the fastest ways down is the quickest. Alright, question is, where does...
Make her a lady. Corypheus is taking the lot of them apart.
The Inquisition is on its tail.
Punt 5. Alright, quest map. Wait. Why is that one glowing more than the other?
Not good, it didn't them.
Uh, that's weird. Quest map. All right, we're heading to a party, and this will probably give us the time we need to get Cullen's things sorted. Attack enemies from behind. Always attack someone from the back. In the rotunda.
Thank you for seeing me in private, Minister Belize.
I chastise you for taking me from the party, Inquisitor, but the Marquis throws such dull affairs, it's hardly worth it. I assume you wish to discuss your petition to elevate these Duparaquets to a minor lordship. Tell me, why should I allow you to pollute the Orlesian nobility any further than it's already been muddied?
Surely even a minister could do worse than have the Inquisition in her debt.
I am a well-positioned woman. I require something more concrete than vague promises of future gifts. And do not attempt to charm me. I am far too old to tolerate it.
Well, that
What can
kills my
you
plan.
possibly provide that will make your petition worth my effort?
Diplomatic connections that reach far beyond the boundaries of Valroyo, perhaps.
I might make use of your ambassador. The Montiliers aren't what they were, but at least they're from proper stock. Arrange for me to be introduced to the court of Antiva. I hear winter is most pleasant by their sea. Very well, Inquisitor. Should you fulfill this bargain, I shall raise the Duparaquets into lordship.
Well, political games. So, again, that requires... More likely that requires something at the war table, and we just have everything currently occupied. How much of this stuff involves the freaking war table? Way too damn much. Actually, from my understanding, is a lot of the war table stuff was just things that they didn't have time to put into the game. It's just like, okay, just cut it from the. Because the war table was basically like a last minute addition.
Your worship.
I must return to Valrayo to see that everything is in order. Please join me when you can.
Okay, so not so much a bad thing there. But this gives us incentive to come back here, lock things in. Alright, we need Cullen for that. So we have everything else completed, but we need Cullen to advance his plot line. Then we head to Val Royale. Like, this the countdown, man. It's the final countdown. I don't know.
To work? To work?
At your service.
Alright, we got that done. Now we head to Val Royale. These are my three. Sarah, Dorian, and Cassandra. The other folks are useful, but these are like the three in these terms of personality-wise. They kind of mesh the best. Something I do like is the fact that everything is actually, all these things are like kind of like tarot cards. Da, 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 da.
Mages are beckoned by, and the Templars are padded rabbits.
All right, we head over here. Let's see what happens here.
I received a letter from the House of Repose, Your Worship. They acknowledge their contract is null and void. There is no longer a price on my life.
Good.
I'm glad you don't have to live your life looking over your shoulder anymore.
I regret we were forced to deal with them, that you were endangered by my part in the game. Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
A bard?
Bards entertain the Orlesian courts. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
What made you interested in becoming a bard?
I was attending a university in Valroyo when I learned about bards. There was such an
Of course. Corruption at the university.
Trysts and fascinating people. A group of us, young gentry from Antigua, decided this exciting life was for us.
I don't imagine many firstborn heirs join those ranks.
No, I was a rather foolish exception. During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bard drew a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
You were only defending yourself.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
From bard to diplomat is quite a change in direction.
I was headed down that path for some time already. That night merely crystallized it. In all the commotion... Forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
Hold on to it. Don't lose sight of why you came here.
I will never forget you helped save the House of Montillier, Inquisitor. And should you ever visit Antiva, stories of the welcome we'll give you will be told for years.
Alright, so that entire plot line is done. Is there a door up here? Okay, let's check our journal. That's the main plot line. We're not doing that. This is in progress. This is DLC. This is basically something that can't be dumped. We need 8 more shards. This is DLC, and this is basically our next destination. So we have definitely put the time and effort in on this game. Let's walk on out of here.
Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven.
So again, much like Mass Effect Andromeda, one thing I like about this is that basically everything is so segmented. It's like all these big open areas where you can just do everything, or nearly everything, before moving on. There's like, yeah, there are a few things that involve a little bit of backtracking. But it really is an enjoyable experience. Be able to play this game at my own pace. And the best part is when you go back to various areas, very few enemies respawn.
Worship? I was hoping you'd be by. We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevada. For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
Then the Inquisition's deeds have won their respect.
They'd never have contacted us otherwise. Archon Redanus requests that the Inquisition, as a neutral party, destroy a venatory cult on the Nevaran Tevinter border.
Okay.
King Marcus asks the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Nevara instead of Tevinter.
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
Strained as their relationship with our race, I would assist the Imperium. Their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power. Tevinter is the longer, richer game.
What sort of man is the King of Navarra?
At this point, elderly. Many fear his health will soon fail him. Still, he is a Pentagast. Their dynasty is exceptionally strong in Nevada.
As a Pentagast, will Cassandra be upset if we don't help her relatives?
With all respect to Sigurd Pentagast, her interest in politics is best described as thin.
Alrighty.
Why is the ruler of Tevinter turning on the Venatori?
He has little reason to love them. Archon Redanus has rightly identified Corypheus as competition. Few monarchs relish a self-styled god showing up to claim their throne.
Tell me about Radanis.
Like most Tevinter rulers, he's heir to an ancient bloodline, politically shrewd, and a highly skilled mage.
It's the type of guy we want to piss
Has an
off.
incredibly soft spot for cats.
He likes cats. We got bards and cats and everything here.
I actually have relatives in Navarra. If you reason with the Archon, the Trevellians can persuade King Marcus we should help both countries.
Letting the Inquisition curry favor with both Tevinter and Navarra. Most ideal. A pleasure.
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Marquise Hedinel is here, but her grace sent her apologies for missing dinner. Allergies, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Allergies to what?
Wheat, eggs, honey, meat, most fish, some poultry, and even peppers, winter fruits, and every nut under the sun.
What does the Marquise subsist on?
Spite, according to her siblings, as the Marquise had the fortune to be firstborn of her family. Try to avoid invitations to any of their luncheons.
Okay. She survives on spite. It's like, damn, what does she eat? Questionable things, folks. Questionable things.
At your service.
Okay, how much we gotta wait on Cullen's thing? Alright, Cullen's thing wraps up in a minute. Alright, so this is kind of actually timed out nicely a bit here. This is timed out to where we can actually space things out a little bit, and I can check the news. You know, people seem to like the fact that my automatic treat from when I start is not changed. The factory is open. Let's punch the clock and go to work. It's like I guess my idea is, you know, and the funny thing is though, I got that line from a rarely seen baseball movie that was made for HBO called The Comrades of Summer. Alright, let's go talk to Cullen. He wants to debrief us, but we insist on keeping our pants on. Yes, that was a bad joke. Da, 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 da. Again, play this game enough to know exactly where everyone is.
What have you found?
We have him, Inquisitor. We found Samson's lair. My duties usually keep me here, but for Samson, I'll make an exception.
I'm looking forward to fighting by your side, Commander.
Likewise, Inquisitor. We'll depart at your leave.
All right. Can get all the stuff done. Like the first half hour, this is just navigating the war table and essentially wrapping up two big loyalty quests. You can skip a conversation just by walking away from it. Should have been an achievement. Walk away from this. It's like you don't want to hear anymore. Walk away from the conversation. Essentially, is what I do.
This is it. The heart of Samson's command.
I don't see him anywhere. Or hear him.
Nor I. Maker, tell me he hasn't fled.
We chop them up. Alright, there's loot here. Rude. I think I spent more time in that fight getting knocked down than anything else. What? Oh, big dude. Alright, there's loot. Where? Okay.
This place is already half destroyed.
Samson must have ordered his Templars to sack his headquarters so we couldn't.
Wreck 'em! It's like they're blocking my stuff here. This dude's running away. And he was on fire. He should run. Hey, Iceman! Hola, señor! How's it going, Iceman? Thank you for that resub. That is 37 months in a row. It's like, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it, sir. How was your weekend? Just got home from work. How you doing? I'm doing all right. It's like progress made on various things. I'm getting real tired of these dudes knocking me down, though. It's like we're a month away from Mass Effect Legendary Edition coming out. I know you're excited. MLB The Show comes out, or at least digitally comes out this week. Where? I think it's this week, isn't it? Alright, looks like we got trouble coming up here. Looks like this dude's dead.
Hello, Inquisitor.
You know me?
It's Maddox, Samson's tranquil. Something's wrong. I'll send for the healers.
That would be a waste, Knight Captain Cullen. I drank my entire supply of Blightcap essence. It won't be long now.
We only wanted to ask you questions, Maddox.
Yes, that is what I could not allow. I
Really?
destroyed the camp with fire. We all agreed it was best. Our deaths ensured Samson had time to escape.
You threw your lives away for Samson?
Why?
Samson saved me even before he needed me. He gave me purpose again. I wanted to help.
Well, he dead.
We should check the camp. Maddox may have missed something.
Should we look around?
Samson left a message. Me.
What does it say?
Drink enough lyrium and its song reveals the truth. When Chantry used us, you're fighting the wrong battle. Corypheus chose me as his general and his vessel of power. Now there's such nonsense. Does he think I'll understand? What does he know? Lyrium bottles licked clean.
Excited for Wednesday? You've got to complete the intro first. I don't think we can link up until then. You should take an hour show. Yeah, it's like if I start at 6, by the time you join, I should have that taken care of. Except for Wednesday, yeah, it was a tough call. It's like, okay, Division or Gears 3. I was like,
This must have been Maddox's room.
Fire couldn't destroy these entirely. Whatever they are.
Those are lyrium forging implements of remarkable design. Intact, they'd be worth a fortune.
Tranquil often design their own tools.
this should be fun.
Maddox used these to make Samson's armor. She could use them to unmake it. We have him. Dismal place to die. Can't have been much of a place to live either.
Dying ain't much of a living.
What else do you remember about Samson? The man he used to be.
Doesn't matter. He used to be kind. Only
Best part is, Iceman, is like, can easily make that like,
Samson does command loyalty.
that's easily getting everyone more for Gears 3 will be a challenge right now. Thumb sounds like he's in for 10. Yeah, it's like Thumbs will be in on the back half of the stream.
Is there anything in the camp that could help? Or point us to Samson?
Who would have thought that little dwarf would have been able to get something shipped to me real quick?
Smoke and ash.
I got something off of his little eBay store over the weekend.
I'm
So it's
presiding
like, it
over
arrived today.
You can't leave Maddox here. He should be properly laid to rest.
I'll have someone take care of it. If even Samson did his best for Maddox, we can do no less.
I'll keep looking around.
Ah, we left some loot over here. I don't think we can get down there. Yeah. If anything, Gears 3 would be the toughest one. Does they get 4 people together to coordinate on that? Be high on impossible. Although Luna Princess says she has Gears 3, so we can always boot thumbs aside. Although Luna sometimes can be a little bit touch and go too, so. Yeah, but eventually we get around to Gears 3. Eventually. If anything, they say, hey, how about just a Saturday night? Saturday night Gears. Which will probably be the thing. But at the moment, ESPN baseball has been moved to Saturdays. Having sons when we do group up, I think would do him some good right now. Yeah.
Worship.
Yeah, it would. Funny enough, I actually went, called one of my supervisors at my job to see, because they do some out-of-state hiring with folks working at home and stuff like that. And to see if, because I know it was only in certain states, and I asked if they would do any hiring for Colorado. Not that I think thumbs could easily do my job, but something. Unfortunately, they don't got the out-of-state work license hasn't been put in place for the state of Colorado yet.
The Red Lyrium deposits are being destroyed, and we've cut the Red Templars down to the core. It's a pity Maddox thought his sacrifice was the only answer. But that leaves Samson with a severely curtailed army and enchanted armor he can't maintain. You did it.
We both fought to make this happen. Don't sell yourself short.
Well, I thank you, but my work's not done yet. We're getting recruits by the hour. There's more than a few ex-Templars among them. We've struck a blow and given people hope. This is a true victory.
Inquisitor, I finished it. Are you talking? Sorry. Have it anyhow.
You mean this rune?
It's not just any rune. I made it with red lyrium and what's left of poor Maddox's tools. The rune acts on the median fissures of lyrium to... It'll destroy Samson's armor. He'll be powerless.
We'll cut Corypheus off from his most powerful officer.
Maddox covered Samson's tracks thoroughly. But wherever Samson's retreated, we'll find him. Your army
We are a
stands
person
ready
of many skills.
for Samson, for Corypheus, for whatever you command.
Alright, so that quest is done.
Yes?
Is there anything I should know?
There are fewer arguments between our Templar and Mage recruits than when we started. I've seen them trading stories, building one another up for the fight to come. I pray this won't be lost when their common enemy is gone.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
All right, journal. Okay, we got all the side quests for like our loyalty quests are essentially done. This is DLC. This is a mission that this basically refuses to despawn, even though we've completed it once already. This requires 8 shards. This is DLC, and this is our next destination. This is like, it's our next destination, not quite final. Do, 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 do. Ah, yeah.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes. Let us begin.
Alright, the hissing waste is... Alright.